Hi everyone, this is Cheryl and welcome to my sewing room. I'm going to demonstrate how to make this baby fleece blanket with a hood on it. This is a super easy, very simple project to do. Great for you beginners out there. So let's get started. Here is the cutting instructions. If it's for a newborn baby, you'll need about 2 1/8 yards. Make the hood square, 12 inches square, and you'll only need one. For the main blanket portion, you'll need 2 squares, 30 inches by 30 inches. For an older baby, 2 1/2 yards. Make the hood 14 inches square, and you'll need one. And the blanket, make it 40 inches square, and you'll need 2. Bring your 2 large pieces of fleece front sides together and line up all your edges. Then fold it in half and make sure everything gets lined up. This is a bowl that I use all the time for making my corners curved, and it's about a 7 1/2 inch diameter bowl. If you have a plate that's similar in size, like a small salad plate or sandwich plate, just use that and push it up to where the bowl hits the edges of the fleece here and here. And I like using a rotary cutter. You can just mark it with a pin if you like and then cut it out with scissors. But I like cutting mine all at the same time with a rotary cutter just around like this. Now you may have to go through it a couple of times because this is really thick right here. So not only do you do it at this corner, but go down to the opposite corner and do it down there. When you're done, your corners should look like this. Take your square for the hood and line your ruler up going corner to corner. And you're going to cut it in half. And save this for another blanket. Take your bowl or your plate and round the corner up here. Let me turn it a little so that I can see it better. There we go. And you're going to round it just like you did the other piece or your squares. Then take it and have your back side up, fold this over a 1/2 inch, and at your sewing machine you're going to do a zigzag stitch along the raw edge. So you want the zigzag stitch to overlap the raw edge so it gets this part that's folded over and then here. After stitching, stitch these little tails off, and if you're using a rotary cutter, make sure you beware of your fingers, and then go ahead and go to the other side and cut this end off. Here's what the stitching should look like on the back side, and as you can see, it goes over the raw edge, and then here's what it looks like on the front. Let me go back this way. Take your little triangle piece and lay it in any corner, it doesn't matter which corner, and place it up in there and line it along the edges here. And take your other piece and lay it on top. Then I recommend you place pins around all of the edges on all 4 sides of the blanket. On one area, you're going to leave open, and this is so that you can turn it front side out later. But after you've pinned your edges, then you want to start here and stitch back and forth a few times. Then do a 1/2 inch seam all the way around all 4 sides, and when you come here, and I usually put 2 pins where I want to stop so it reminds me where I need to stop. Stop here and do some back stitches here also. After stitching, go to your corners and trim this seam down to at least half of what the width is. The reason why you do this is so that when you turn it front side out, these curved edges will lay a lot smoother. Reach inside your opening and go down to one of the corners and begin pulling it through and slowly turn the blanket front side out. Reach inside your opening and push against those corners to smooth them out so that they're nice and round. Here is the hood. You want to make sure that the front side of the hood is up. So it may mean you need to flip it around to the other side. So here is the seam on the inside, and then here is the outside. Here is my opening right in here. Fold those edges in a 1/2 inch and pin. Then I recommend you pin around all of the edges and pin them flat. And how I like to go about pinning them is stick the point of the pin right there in the seam, and it just pulls it out evenly, and then you can place your pin. The next step is to do top stitching around the edges, and it also closes up that opening too. So you're just going to stitch, about 1/8 of an inch from the edge. So you would actually start over here on this side of the hood, because I don't recommend stitching along the edge here because it's really, really thick. So start on this side of the hood, stitch that 1/8 of an inch from the edge and go all the way around all 4 sides and then stop here. And when you're done, you just fold the lower portion of the blanket over the baby's legs, then fold one side in and then fold the other side in. And they're just as snuggly as can be. For more easy sew projects for babies, play this video all the way to the end where you will see a green screen and then click on the links. I hope you liked this video. If you did, would you please click on thumbs up, and don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet,
where are you going?
Steve, he's funny. You're very funny. I hope you liked this video. If you did, would you please click on thumbs up, and don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click on that red button down there in the lower right hand corner. Click on that little bell and enter your email address. If you're not receiving email notifications, go to your cell phone, click on settings, and turn notifications in the on position. This is Sue, this is Steve, and this is Manny, and I'm Cheryl. See you next time. Happy sewing!